All right, welcome back to another episode, Rockstar Reactions. It's your host, Rockstar 2800, the most hated, the most opinionated, the most underrated. You know the truth. Like, comment, subscribe right now if you haven't already. Become a member. Yes, turn on your notifications. Hit that bell. Follow Smut Free TV on Instagram. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets, no cap. All right, man, let's get into this. Vlad, he has a thing where he brings up my name just to throw it in there now. Like he just throws it in the conversation. He did it with Oskino, Whack and Reggie. Who else has something to say about it? I think somebody else. Now he's doing it with Mob James. Like I don't know these people, but these people obviously have an opinion on my situation, on what I've been through, right? So Vlad tells Mob James he's scared to go to the Marathon Burger because of my situation, because of his dealing. So we're gonna let him say it. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he got to say. But this is just crazy, nasty work, y'all. Like, come on, Vlad. Like, at least you could do is interview me, bring me up there. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna use me for clips, and I'm just saying. But let's see what he tells Mob James about going to Marathon Burger.
And they said when Tupac died, Afeni got everyone together and said, listen, Tupac's gone. A lot of people are going to have a lot to say. Some of it negative. I don't want any of you to keep fighting his battles for him. Let it go. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You guys are going to get yourself caught up and get arrested and so forth. And that's essentially has been most, when you see the way they've handled things,
they listen to his mama.
They listen to his mom.
I get that. Why you think ain't nothing happened to Suge? Everybody and their mama tell you when I went to the office and got up and parked, Suge had a problem that night.
So it seems like before the clip started, he brought me up and he's comparing all this to Tupac. Tupac mama saying, "Don't talk, don't say nothing. People gonna say crazy stuff about Tupac. Don't say nothing, don't do nothing, because I don't want y'all to go to jail, get arrested, all this stuff." Right? He's comparing that to my situation. Obviously, that didn't come on, but as we go further, you will see.
What do you mean?
He had a problem. I was going to do something bad to him.
Which night?
The night when Buncher got killed. A couple of weeks later, I went up to the office because now I'm hearing my little brother. So, okay, I'm going to put a stop to this. And I went up there to get at Suge. He didn't want me to come through the gate. We got through the gate. I get him, I pull him to the side, and I said, what's this? You talking about my little brother next? And my homeboy was right there that I rode up there with, and I said something to Suge, and he said something to me. I turned my head, boom, Suge was gone, right? So when I'm standing there, certain artists and all that was here, but the little homie Hen Dog came and said, you can't do that right here. You can't be like that. Hen Dog came and told me I couldn't do that, what I wanted to do right then and there. And the next thing I knew, Suge was in the car. The gate was barely opening. He got through that motherfucker. But what I'm saying, it's all over said and done, but I felt a certain kind of way about that guy. And my mother said, leave him alone. He's going to deal with this. Let God handle that. And I never went after Suge again. You know what I'm saying? And then the only beef I got with Suge right now is how he did my nephew. He promised Bunchy he was going to take care of Lil Outs. And Bunchy wouldn't even go in 2 months. He stopped paying on Lil Bunchy's truck. They repoed it. My sister and them had to go through the credit union to get to pay the car off, the truck off, and Suge wouldn't say shit. He avoided my mom's and all them. So I'm looking for Suge. I was mad at this point. Damn, you do my nephew? So he didn't give a fuck. So I just went in, and that's all Black Sam is doing. And Blacc Sam is basically saying, don't come around me half a honey. Don't come around here. You kicking it with this dude, that dude, and the other, speaking on my brother, don't come around here.
So yeah, I guess this, everybody got their right to opinion. It's just funny. Like Vlad brings this up, he, just adding more fuel to the fire, in my opinion. But it is what it is, right? Mob James, I don't know you, homie, but to each his own, right? You got a right to your opinion as well. I'm gonna let him continue though.
I can't be mad at him.
Yeah, but Nipsey has passed. He had a certain I understand there's a certain symbolism behind Nipsey, but ultimately you're now running a commercial business on a major street on Melrose. Imagine if this guy, based on the embarrassment that he's feeling at that moment, came back and shot up the Marathon Burger.
See, and Vlad keeps saying this every interview brings up. Like, what if he would have, I wasn't gonna do that, ain't no what ifs. It was never going to that. Like, I just want to get that understood.
Those are the consequences they're getting at somebody.
And so then what's going to happen next? Marathon Burger shut down. Lease revoked. We don't want this on our street. The end. It could have all been a grand opening and grand closing right then and there because you're upset over someone. And from what I understand, this guy Rocstar didn't even bash Nipsey. He, I guess maybe Whack was saying something and he was there or something, right. But it's like, listen, man, like everyone.
That's a fact. That is fact.
Was not going to be riding for your brother the way you're going to be riding. It's your brother.
And that's true.
I get it. Like, listen, I've had conversations with Whack about Nipsey to the point where I don't feel comfortable going to the Marathon Burger. Right?
Right.
Because I don't know how someone's going to take what I've said. I see clips being taken out of context.
Yeah, you could be next, Vlad. You could be next. You know what I'm saying? You can't just interview him and they don't want you dealing with him at all.
Context, they chop him up and people are like, oh, Vlad is saying Nipsey's this. I've never said that. I've said I've gotten a photo, of Nipsey that I never put out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I kept it to myself. No one, you won't get it from me. The person in the photo, I contact them as well to let them know, hey, listen, I got this photo. You're in this photo with Nipsey. I'm just letting you know. I'm not going to put it out. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
But I'm concerned that I might go in there and someone might be like, oh, yo, that's that Vlad dude. He said this, that, the third about Nipsey. And then next thing I know, I have an altercation in the Marathon store. So then I'd have to go to the Marathon store with security. Well, what's the point of that? I'm just trying to get a burger. So I didn't go to the Marathon store when it opened. I could have, but I didn't. I'm not going to really go there, period, because I just don't want to feel like someone's going to take things a certain type of way with me.
Hey, man, Vlad is scared to go to the Marathon Burger. Just say it. You scared to go. You don't want to go. You don't want no friction. You think somebody's going to get up on you. And, to be honest, Vlad, they might give you a pass because you white, you Vlad. But the nigga, the black guy, the homie, the solid homie who never told, who never did no busted shit, trying to change his life and step outside the box, they gonna trip on me. You know what I'm saying? So don't trip, Vlad. You good over there.
Me when there's other burger spots.
Well, from what I'm hearing, Blacc Sam that talked to Rocstar before that grand opening.
Before?
I heard they had a conversation before. Okay. So if you was already feeling the temperature from previous, then why would you go?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So thank God they didn't act like some damn fools in front of the cameras and all this other shit. Thank God they didn't do that. And it ended peacefully. But I don't know. I get where Blacc Sam coming from.
I feel listen, we come from different places. Me and Blacc Sam don't know each other. But me and Nipsey knew each other. I interviewed him. We'd run into each other. We would say what's up. We would have conversations. We're supposed to do another interview, but someone on his side hated. It is what it is. I wish I'd interviewed him again. I respected him. I thought he had dope music. I thought he was a dope person. Nothing bad to say on any level. I respect Nipsey. But I also understand how I'm also not like a super fan. Right? Where it's just like Nipsey did no wrong. He's perfect. He's like Jesus Christ. And everything he does was brilliant. Like, I'm not that. I have, listen, we're all human. There's negative things that we do. There's positive things. I don't just talk about the positive things. I talk about the negative sometimes. Right. But I don't want to run into someone and be like, well, you said this about him. Like for example, like real situation. We had done, this was like 10 years ago or 12 years ago, 2013. We had done hundreds of articles about Drake, praising Drake. Oh, Drake goes platinum again. Oh, Drake, Drake does a feature with this person. Drake wins this award, whatever. Hundreds of interviews talking about Drake. Most of them are positive. But for example, Charlemagne was on. He said some negative things about Drake. Mm-hmm. I was in New Orleans for All-Star Weekend, and I was on stage, and Drake was on stage with me. I mean, Drake was like DJing. His crew was there. I met one of his guys, Chubbs. We exchanged numbers. And I guess like Drake told Chubbs that I was talking shit about him. So Chubbs approached me, was like, yo, man, what's up with that shit you talking about, man, Drake? I'm like, I haven't said anything about Drake. I mean, and I'm thinking like, in fact, I spent my own money hiring writers to write hundreds of articles about him. That probably raised him up to a certain degree. And I'm like, I didn't say anything about him. I'm like, I've had some guests that made comments.
Did he just exposed to helping Drake in a way by hiring writers to write articles to big him up? That's crazy. Look, this is nasty work. I don't know what is going on. I don't got time to listen to the rest of it. Y'all got the gist of it. You see me, Mob James gave his opinion. Vlad obviously is stating for the record that he's not going to Marathon Burger because of this situation and because his dealings with Whack. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate, man. I mean, got to choose a side, right? Got to choose a side, but we're supposed to be media, we're supposed to be neutral, supposed to be non-biased, but yeah, everybody wants you to pick a side. Everybody wants you to, be loyal to a default, right? Yeah, it's interesting, man. Whack, the universe that revolves around Whack is slowly deteriorating, but he's gonna forever be on a pedestal because nobody's willing to knock him off, right? And and I ain't I ain't too much on Whack, but Vlad, like, I'm just saying, bro, bring me up there, let me come holler, so you can kill all the curiosity about what I was gonna do, and if I was gonna do that. Yeah, emotions was running high, but I know how to control my emotions, man. I'm not no sucker, bro. Like, let's get that understood. Like, so with that being said, man, y'all need to go hit Vlad, tag Vlad, tell Vlad, bring Rocstar 2800 on there ASAP. You understand me? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this video. You know what I'm saying? Become a member if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Turn on notifications. Hit that bell. Follow Smoke Free TV on Instagram. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. It's your host, Rocstar 2800, the most hated, most opinionated, most underrated. Stay tuned for more. Gone. DM for promo.